Because of how they calculate pricing for their proposals, so many firms which are faster and more efficient, sometimes they get paid lesser than slower firms. Same project, same outcome, smaller invoice. Because if your fee is built on top of hours and efforts, then there's a broken logic built into each proposal that you send. Let's fix it in 3 minutes. Two firms, they both design the same project. Firm A takes 1000 hours, firm B has a better process, is faster and takes 600. If both price from effort, firm B, the better firm by nature has to charge less, and that's absurd. It tells you the most important thing, however, that effort and value are not the same thing. So before any pricing model, separate three numbers: cost, what it costs you to deliver; price, what the client is asked to pay; three, value, what the client believes is the value that you're delivering, the value that the outcome is worth. These numbers can be wildly different. The delivery cost might well be 4 lakh. You could charge the client 5 lakh, but the client might value it at 6 lakh. The cost did not change. The commercial context did, the difficulty did, the risk did, what success meant to the client, that did. And that's why the first question when we are calculating pricing should never be how many hours will this take. It should be what are we actually selling. And there's not a question for the client, it's a question for you to ask yourself. What do you sell? Do you sell hours, deliverables, expertise, risk reduction, speed of execution, better decisions? These are all different products and services, and they should never be priced the same way. Now, cost still matters because you needed to figure out whether a project is viable, but there is a distinction. The distinction is that cost tells you what you cannot sustainably charge below your floor. It doesn't tell you what you should actually charge. See, cost will set the floor, but above that, the scope, the risk, the scarcity, the value that you deliver, that sets the overall premium. That sets the price above it. And in design work, this matters even more because the real work that you do, your real deliverable, is actually invisible. A client is going to spend crores on a building. Your output is decisions, coordinations, judgment. The drawing itself is a critical deliverable, but the consequences of getting the invisible work wrong, that's enormous. If you only price on the basis of visible work, you're underpricing the critical, the invisible work. So the question really isn't how many hours do I have to spend for this project? It's actually what is the real product, the real value that I'm delivering for this engagement, and how should I charge that? Here's a quick challenge before you go. If there are two projects with identical deliverables, should they both always have the same price? No, right? And in the next episode, I'll show you how two 10 lakh projects can have the exact same fee, yet one will lose you money and one will get you money.